Hey everyone, Dr. Larsen here. I'm with John, and he's driven quite a ways to get here. This is his second visit. He's got an interesting story. He's a baseball player, having some leg issues, some arm too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's usually one-sided, but it kind of. The best way to describe it is a cramp, but it's not a cramp.
But it's not a cramp.
Right?
It doesn't hurt.
Right.
Like a cramp.
So what happens? It's when you're running.
When I'm running, or even like quick to get up, or like even sitting down. I mean.
It just kind of like locks on you.
Locks, yeah. It's hard
So
to
put it this
describe.
way, it's hard for him to describe it, but it's like his body goes into a cramp. So he's running along and he has to slow down. It's like, it happened here while I was testing him too, and his arm kind of did its own thing and kind of just, you know, it was like it's in a cramp, but he says it doesn't feel like a cramp because it doesn't hurt as bad as a cramp would,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they saw some videos that I did of some patients and suspected that maybe his braces were part of the issue as well, which I'm finding more and more. So he's got braces. You've had him for 2 years, right?
2 years now.
Long time. You got about 4 months to go. He just had them tightened.
3 now, probably.
3-4 months. He just had them tightened, had a heavier wire on there. They're trying to get all the work done, you know, and a lot of heavy pulling. So I'll show you some of the muscles that I'll test on him, and then we'll do a couple things and show you the change that can happen when you fire certain receptors, because it's here where a lot of the problem is. And then we have some mineral problems with him as well. We did a hair analysis, one of these, and it showed some tissue hair minerals that were off on him as well. So calcium, magnesium, muscle contraction, all of that too. So, all right, bring it back. All right, so some of the weak ones. Go ahead and push out to the side. So he has a hard time with the hip abduction. Go that way. You can't do that. Hold your foot up and out. Foot. And these are very weak too. That's the outer muscles here. Hold up and out there. And those are weakened. All right, we had hold tight together. He can't hold both of them at the same time, but if we do one,
Which one?
do this one. So pull that one out.
Oh.
Or sorry, go in. So that one he can do, that one across, and he can pull it. So if he just pulls one at a time, he can do that. But if he tries to pull them both at the same time, he can't.
Another one that I couldn't do last time was the both legs out.
Both legs? Yeah, we didn't do that one this time, did we? So keep him down.
To that.
Keep him down, 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 and then pull straight across. So he has trouble with the low back muscles too. He just reminded me of that. Hold across. So, I mean, extremely, extremely weak. Those are low back muscles down in here. One thing to show, push out. So he's strong there. But stretch it long. So push out. If he stretches his arm long or short, push out, he goes weak there too. Because when we're doing either of those motions, we're calling on the spine. So we're using more of the intrinsic muscles of the spine versus just a shoulder muscle. That's why that fails. Because in him, everything down the middle is not working how it's supposed to. Then we have the neck stuff too. Go ahead and just turn one way. Push up. And he's very weak in the neck, very weak, both sides of the neck. So, one way I commonly check for this, doesn't always work this way, but one way to check is to get a tongue depressor or something like that. Now I just want to change his bite. So sometimes I put it this way, sometimes I get two and put them in there. We're just trying to change the force patterns that occur in here. So as we move that, there. Alright, so you got that in. Push out to the side. And this one gets strong. Push out. And that one gets strong. Hold your foot up and out. And that one gets strong. And then this one. And that one's strong. Both legs hold across.
I can't do this one still.
You got it. See, look at that. I'm pulling pretty good. I'm pulling a lot harder than I was before. Hold across. He was saying that he couldn't quite do it still, but it's kind of a weird position too.
Yeah.
And go ahead and hold if you need to. Either way, it doesn't matter if you hold or not. Hold across there, or, because you were like this the first time, right?
Yeah.
But like, hold across. See, he's good there too. Stretch that long. Hold out. Nice and short. He's good there. These two, hold tight together. And now he's very, very strong, both sides. Oh, he's making me work. Push up. And now he's got full power in his neck as well. So by changing what's happening in the jaw, it's changing how his brain perceives things in the motor output. So last time you came up, you said it was about 5 days when it was good.
Yeah.
You didn't really have an episode or anything?
But it took like 2 days to kind of get everything.
Calm down?
Yeah.
Yeah. So our objective is to try to get his head freed up as much as we can, and then see what happens from there, and then start to give him some minerals and kind of do some things on the nutrient end as well. But for sure, a lot of it's coming from what's happening up in here. So.